Hi, my name is Andrea Carflin. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I wanted to share a life event that, really changed my life and taught me a lesson. When I was in 8th grade, I started working with my worship leader at my church, running the lighting system. And for the next 5 years, I learned the lighting system and sound, and my worship leader, Matt, even ended up teaching me guitar. And through this process of learning all these things and being involved in the worship team, I became very close with Matt. Him and his wife were like family. They were like parents to me. Matt became my mentor, the person I looked up to more than anyone. I actually decided that I was going to go to Liberty and study worship leadership because of the inspiration that he was to me and the influence that he had in my life. So Matt was like one of the top few people in my life that I looked up to, that I cared about. I went to Liberty for a year and ended up coming back. Got back on the worship team, playing every other week. It was November of 2012 when I got an email one Wednesday that said Matt had to go away to take care of a family emergency. They didn't know how long he was going to be gone, but in the meantime, I was going to fill in for his spots on guitar and play every single weekend. It was 3 weeks after that email that, after band practice one night, the assistant pastor from our church sat us down as a team and told us that Matt wasn't coming back. He had left his wife, left the church, took another job in another state, and just was gone. And that was crushing. I remember sitting there and not even being able to express the hurt and the anger. There were so many terrible things that I wanted to say. I'd even thrown a couple punches if Matt had been in front of me right at that moment. But a couple days after I found out about that, I talked to his wife, and I was surprised by the lack of anger she had towards him. And she was hurt, but she still was able to care about him. And that definitely changed my heart too. I realized under that anger and hurt that I really did still care about him, and he was important to me. But from that whole experience, I really realized that I had Matt as kind of an idol in my life. I looked up to him and adored him and put all this trust in him that really only belongs to God, because there's not a person in this world that's not going to disappoint you. There's not a person that can be perfect and always do and say the right thing. The only person that can ever do that is not a person, it's God. So that experience really showed me to stop, holding people to such high standards, and to be giving them that spot in my life that only belonged to God. So that was a really huge life-changing event, and definitely my life has been very different from that point on, and I try to make God number one and not let other people take that place.